Apologies for that. My last video just expired, and but I'm back now. And what I wanted to show you with this Cymbidium ice nymph, and I believe that this is the one in the photographs. I'm almost convinced now. Now this is going to be trimmed. She's got there. Can you see? Now that could well be a flower spike. She's developed this one here. This has been the year before, and also this one. And let's have a look what we've got behind here. This one. These are the old pseudo bulbs, and they just slap bang in the middle, which is really annoying. Oh look! Oh, I've just noticed that. Oh, blow me down. So she's got something else coming through there. Or is that the one I've just shown you? No, that's the one I've just shown you. Oh dear. And here's me getting excited, thinking I've got two. Well, let's go round here. So that's a new growth this year. And as I say, these things are enormous. Let's just push her over there. She's the biggest one actually, and she's quite heavy to lift up, so I'm not going to lift her up. I'm going to just bring this other one if I can. Ooh. You have to be. Ooh. Now let's push her over there so I can show you this one. Now this is, here we go. This is a named one, and let's have a look what this one's called. Oh, let's just get that little plastic thing out of there. Island Hill, Cootsbridge Raj. I don't think, if my memory serves me right, that this one's, I've had flowers on this one. But like you can see there, she's got lovely roots, and I normally just, just cover them up when they're outside. I just scrape them back so you could see them. And let's just turn around. So she's got this new growth here, and she's got that new growth there, and she's really anchored down into that pot. So when the temperature drops, which it's due to next week, I think one of the nights is going to go down to 3 degrees. That will give them the winter chill, and hopefully then if there's any more flower spikes going to develop, they will start to emerge then. So I'm going to tidy them up now, and I'll be back shortly. So at the moment I'm only part way through giving them a clean and tidy, and I've just elevated this one up here. Let's see if it'll come back into focus. And you'll just see under there, when I've tidied these pseudo bulbs, I've got a new growth as well there. It rips your gloves. They're very, very sharp. So this is the debris that I've got out of the Cymbidiums. And the last one I've done is this little one from Madeira. I've just anchored her down with some little stones out of the garden. And this one here, I've left the yellowing leaf on, this one here. And I think there might be another one there, yellowing. And there's this one here. This one I said was neither use nor ornament. But just at the moment, it's, they're just serving a purpose, and I'll let them die off naturally. So I've done them all now, and I used to be so frightened of touching any of the sheaths or anything else like that, but as I've gained more experience and more confidence, I now realise you've got to go in And even, I can't remember which one it was that I've just done. It might have been this one here. Down there in one of the sheaths was a nice spider. I don't want them being, making a home for the winter. I know they've got to go somewhere. I never usually kill them, but it's just good housekeeping. Bring your outside orchids in, give them a good clean, get rid of any rubbish, and then now these are nice and tidy for the winter. So I'm going to now take you, if you bear with me a minute, let's go this way, out of the garage. I'll probably come back in the garage in a minute. Oops, I don't want to make you all dizzy. And let's go into the kitchen. And what am I doing in the kitchen? Well, these two have been watered. This is the, turn the wrong way around. It's a Japonica. That's been watered this morning in rainwater. And that's the one that I lost the label and then I found the label. And so I've got the 2 bowls of the water here. And these are the 2 phalaenopsis. You remember these 2? These came from Aldi supermarket and they were only £5 each. And there we go. And you're probably wondering, well, why am I looking at these? And I'm actually going to repot them. See, that's naturally got a leaf that's going to fall soon. She's got another one under there that's going to fall soon. Ooh dear, I've just knocked the other one over. But you look at those roots, you see. The trouble with the supermarket ones is they're only sold for one purpose, and that is to flower the little hearts out and then you throw them in the dustbin. Well, I never like to throw anything away, and the challenge for me is to get those roots hydrated. And I'm going to anchor them down in smaller pots with some gravel, and I'll take you through that process in a minute. So I'm in the garage now, and this one here, of course they know IDs, she's got new buds there, and she's got a new bud there developing, and she's got a very desiccated leaf. Is this the one that's got some split leaves? Yes, she's got some split leaves, and she's very top heavy, and she's wobbling in this pot, and none of those roots yet have shown any sign of developing, and probably they won't while she's got this enormous flower spike. And I can hear people thinking, oh my goodness, she's repotting that again and it's in flower. I don't bother. I just look at the roots and the roots tell me everything. And even though she's gorgeous and she's in flower and she's got new buds appearing, I need to anchor this one down. She's got to feel that she's nice and snug. And I'm going to try and put her in this terracotta pot here. This is the other one now. Now, I'm back in the garage like I've said, but I have cleaned it, I've bleached it down now, and so there's no chance of them getting cross-contaminated. And as I say here, she's got new buds developing, and she's got 2 leaves that are going over. And again, those roots are not hydrating. They're hydrating enough, but they're not hydrating as far as I'm concerned. So I'm going to empty them out of the pots, and they will both get a nice soak in that water there. And then I've got decorative gravel, I've got some hydrogen bowls, I've actually got a plastic pot there. If need be, one might have to go into a plastic pot. I'll see how far the gravel goes. So bear with me again. Now, do you see what I mean about these roots? This one here, it's already started to rot, and they're as desiccated as anything. Now, this is no good. This won't sustain the plant. So, and this one here over here, this is not much better. There's a lot of very desiccated roots. So what I'll do when I've hydrated them, I will cut those leaves off and then I'll be back. Like I've explained to you, you know, there's only one purpose for the supermarkets, and that is to get these plants sold as fast as they can. Excuse me, I'm just trying to bring her back round here. Get them sold as fast as they can. Get them off the shelf. £5. Well, that's all they need. That's all they want. I mean, I don't know how much it costs to produce these, but you know, it's mass production, and it serves one purpose. It flowers for you, and then you'll throw it in the bin like I've explained. But really, you know, there is no need to actually throw it in the bin. And if you look down there now, already with my care, and I've turned her over, she's got new roots developing. Now let's turn this one over here and see whether or not she's got any new roots developing. Not yet, but you see, with care they can survive, and it will take them, I might not get any flowers next year because they've got to come back into their own cycle. It depends on when they were first, you know, started as the little tiny plugs. Anyhow, I'm waffling on, so just bear with me now while I just put them in some water. So they're hydrating now, and I've taken the leaves off. And on this one here, she's anchored into that bowl with this terracotta pot. And let's have a look. So those were the dead leaves. And out of this one here, I've just cut a few of the dead roots off, and taken out of the medium those hydrogen balls, and it's not good medium. This isn't. It's probably just some old medium that I'd got spare, and with them being supermarket ones, I've just planted them up in this. But I think they'd be far better in decorative gravel. Now, I don't know whether I'll need this wire support, but this is my first attempt at the ones that Rick showed us to do, and I was never very good at putting wire and things together. But anyway, I'm going to check this one over now, this big one first, and just check her roots, and then I shan't be a minute. Now, she's got quite a good root system. She's got this very desiccated, damaged root here, but the velamon's intact inside, and if I just pick her up, manoeuvre inside here, and I manoeuvre that support there, her flowers. I think she'll fit quite snug in there, and hopefully she'll be a lot happier because she'll be firmer in the pot here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pot her up first, and come back to you. Well, she's completely anchored down now. I don't really know whether there was any need for that wire collar, except that it just elevates her up, the leaves, so they don't fall limp. And there's her blooms. Step back a little bit. and I think she'll oh, I've put one of these braces here. They're very good, those are. And let's just turn around. Like I say, she's got this split leaf. Well, she'll always have that split leaf now until it dies. Her roots are hydrated, and I've left some of them. Oh, that's the one with the completely desiccated outer, but she's still got that development there. But I've left this one with, oh, look at that! I've just seen that. That's a new root. Now I've got new roots on the other one, but I hadn't noticed that one. And so I've got some of the roots proud of the gravel, just to allow the air to get into those roots. But she's completely anchored now, and hopefully now she's got the new buds developing. She'll go from strength to strength. And at last she's finally anchored down, this last one. Those are those new roots. And I've just wiped her leaves for her. She's got very lovely, they look purple here in this light, but I can assure you they're not purple, they're pink. And take you just down here now. She's anchored into this part. I've elevated her so that the roots can get air around them. So hopefully now both these orchids, even though they were just cheap Aldi supermarket orchids, they will continue to bloom for me. This one naturally leans forward here. She's got some good leaves, and there's the other one. Those leaves unfortunately are a little bit more desiccated, and but I can't complain. So as if we turn this one round, bear with me a minute. This is the one that's got a new bud anyway. So this is oh, it's turned out to be a longer video than I'd hoped, but that's another job done, and I'm glad you could join me here in the garage. So take care, and we'll speak again soon. Bye now.